Okay, the other day I did a meditation video, so I want to do a reading on it. You know, did it benefit people? Did it not? What happened with the meditation video that I did the other day? Okay. So what do we have with the meditation video? Okay, so what I got is, people are tied up in their dramas. They see big mountains, big obstacles in their way. That the meditation center is a whale of a time. Your charge is to enlarge, okay, to get beyond those. And this is an open door of fulfillment, okay, if you are doing the meditations. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, so what we had next was, sometimes you feel like you're not going anywhere, or you're dealing with these crafty people, okay? The hangman is also seeing from a different perspective, okay? So you do the meditation, you start out, sometimes being crafty or dealing with a crafty person. So meditation can help you to see from a different perspective it also brings that divine drunkenness, surrender to your spiritual reverie, okay? And last but not least, we have liberation, okay? If you go the whole of the way and you face the challenges of, the crafty one is ego. If you read the Chandipad, you'll know that Durga, basically the story is Durga, all the gods and goddesses came to her and said, these demons are overrunning the earth. We're losing control of everything. Can you fight them? So she said she would fight them. She's riding on a tiger and she's, fighting these demons. Anger, jealousy, all those emotional dramas, hate, jealousy. She's fighting them one by one. All these emotions that are taking over the earth, just like we have now. I think now we're really in, I say, the last throes of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is, this, where we have so much of this drama playing out of Maya, the Maya realm. So anyway, Durga's fighting and fighting and fighting. You cut the head off of one, the blood comes out. Yes, it's graphic. The blood comes out. For every drop of blood that hits the ground, it's another one of these things. So one thought begets 10 more thoughts of hate, anger, jealousy, whatever it is. One thought leads to 10 more. So Durga had all her power concentrated, and out came Kali. Okay? So Kali is fighting all of those things. So I have Kali here. Kali is the one that fights the anger, the jealousy, the drama. And the last one to be done away with is the crafty one. Ego. Okay. That was the worst of the ego, the demons, because the strongest, because it's what holds all of these things in place. Okay. So if you actually read that part of the Chandipad, you could see this is, and the things they were fighting with was truth, was prayer, was all of these things that we use to dispel illusion. Okay? So anyway, that's what happens with that. You do the meditation, you see from a different perspective. To unveil the ego, you surrender to that divine drunkenness, and you can feel very high when you're doing meditation. That can happen too. You get in that drunkenness, especially if you are one that's following the path of bhakti, that devotion path. Oh, you get drunk on love. Okay. And last comes is liberation. Okay. You've seen through the ego ploys and the dramas and things that happen. Okay. So let's see what else we have with that. That's the foundation. The center of it again is fulfillment. The foundation is this is the practice that one does. Okay. Let's see what we have next. The burdens. This is in the area of the past. Lots of burdens one comes with. When they start meditation, they've got so many things maybe revolving in the mind. Okay? Yeah. The snaky things. And you do on part of the path in meditation, you do encounter that which you would say is your projection of evil, whatever. It challenges, okay? And one has to see through the drama. Dream redirection, redream the situation. You have to redream the situation. Okay. You know, everything in Maya is a dream state. It's like a dream state. So you've got to redirect when you have those things that come in, the snaky things, the burdened things that revolve in the mind for a time. So when you first start, you come with those types of things. Okay? Yeah. And meditation can lead you to heaven's door. Okay? It can take you through the path through it. It's a path, but you've got to be willing to walk through the door. The door can be there and can be presented, but you have to be willing to take this step to go in, and you have to confront the lies, the spins, the drama, okay? It's part of the path. Okay, let's see what's next, what's above. What can the meditation do for people? What is meditation about? Angel whispers. Angel whispers. Yeah, you can open up to your guides, your masters, or many that are coming with you to try to help you to evolve. But you've got to be quiet. Okay? A splendid torch blaze brightly. Okay. So what we have is, you know, Angel Whisper, there are those that try to aid you in the journey, to help you to cut through the mind spin. Remember the last one we had the snake, the burden mind, that stuff that comes. Well, the practices, meditation, mantras, etc. are there, and your guides are there to give you information to help to cut through the mind. Okay, meditation is a splendid torch, blazes brightly. Okay, and it helps you to get to a point of celebration. Again, back there, the liberation to that freedom. Okay. Freedom from the mind spin that causes the illusions and delusions. Okay, let's see what we have going forward about meditation. And I'll put a link in this one to that video, because it doesn't say meditation on it. Okay. Say yes to your higher calling. Be a human exclamation point. Exclamation point. Okay. So yes, meditation helps you to get to your the higher self. That which can speak from a place of love from the heart center. The meditation helps you. Your focus is always on the heart center, which is here, just left of the sternum. Okay, the eternal light of love. As I was saying, it opens you up to that expression. You go into the temple of the heart, and as you meditate, you'll come to a point where you can see the stairs. You walk up. You go into the inner sanctum. Okay, and you see like this bright light of love, just this expression of love. Okay, and you can walk into that light, and then this bliss will rise from your heart. And you just let it be transforming to you. Okay. Okay. It also says your higher calling. You know, if you do it long enough, you might be called to, this is your job. This is your, if you have that calling. Last but not least, death. Okay. That's why I have the skull here. Okay. The path is, and all of my tattoos have to do with the transformation. Here you have transformation. Okay. Death before death. This is the only one I didn't have that's really for my thing. My daughter, she wanted to get matching tattoos. She's got this on her foot. She wanted to go in and do matching tattoos. Okay, we do matching. You choose what you want. The sugar skulls. Okay. Anyway, so these are like the lotuses. You know, you start out in the mud, but the lotus comes up through the muck and the mire to bloom on the surface. Okay. Okay. Then I have down here is kundalini. The kundalini as it activates. Okay. Have Kali, she's the one that cuts through all the stuff. We face the death, like the death card, the death before death. And then you gain liberation as a Buddha. Okay, as a Buddha. You are awakened. Awakened. Okay. So again, you go into that temple, into that eternal light of love. It might become your calling, your business, who you are. Okay. Say yes to your higher calling, if that is what your calling is. And, you know, don't fear that death before death. You find out that death is an illusion. Okay. Okay. You'll find out the most amazing thing. You've never been born. You've never died. You are this eternal is. And the rest of the play was Maya. illusion, drama. And meditation takes you that place of inner calm, centered, seeing from the different perspective, coming to awakening, to liberation, okay? But you got to do it through temple of love. You can always go to here, can always go into that temple. And if you're doing your meditation, eventually, like I said, you'll see it, you'll feel it, you'll experience it with every fiber of your body. Go up those steps, go into the temple, into the Holy of Holies, and you find that eternal light, eternal flame, okay? It's kind of like, have you ever seen that movie with Ursula Andress, She Who Must Be Obeyed, okay? The reason I'm talking about that is because they went into this fire. It was like a blue flame. When the flame turned blue, you can go into it, and then they become eternal. You can only go into it once. If you go into it a second time, it takes it away. But anyway, it's the meaning of that flame of transformation. Okay? That's why when one becomes a sadhu or a sadhvi, usually you wear orange, because it is to represent the flames of transformation. Okay? And if you're going through Kundalini, you will feel those flames. Okay? Feel like you're going to spontaneously combust. And that could go on for a year. Okay? Oh, I remember that time. You know, feel like you're going to spontaneously combust, and then all of a sudden the day comes where you feel like big ice cold water is poured right in the heart center. Whoa. Okay. It cools that heat down. Okay. And then one goes on forward. You know, the thing about the being bound, we're the ones that bind ourselves. And, you know, you think you want to get out of this world. You can't stand another second here. Okay? But then when you come to the point of liberation, you don't care how long you're here at that point. Okay? It's liberation. Then you go into the play, the Leela, the play of God. Okay? You go first with Shiva. Okay? The flames. Okay? You discover what Shiva is, what Kali is. And then you come to the play of God. You become like Krishna. You're playing. Krishna has his flute. I have my flute. Okay, you play. You play. Okay? You've seen from a different perspective. The mind is now still. Okay? The mind then stills. Okay? But again, you've got to be willing to face that journey. As I said, you start out, you're feeling burdened. Okay? You've got the drama you're carrying. And sometimes you feel like you're hung for a while, like you're doing nothing, going nowhere, but eventually you find out to look from a different perspective. It actually had its place somewhere as to why that takes place. Okay? You start to, celebrate, but then comes the death before death, and then one is up celebrating again. Okay? So you walk through the door to fulfillment with meditation. Okay. You reach to heaven's door. You get the angel whispers, the eternal light of love. You go into that temple, and then there's liberation. Liberation is there waiting. Okay. Yeah. You have the mountain. So difficult. You have ego, the mental spin of illusion, delusion. You have the way to cut through, and then it's become really part of your being, who and what you are. It's your, this is kind of like they say your job or whatever, who you are. Okay, but it's a liberation. It's a liberation. So I think that's pretty well says what happens when you go into those types of meditation. Have a whale of a time. Your charge is to enlarge. A splendid torch. You see the blaze, the light of love that you go into. You redirect the drama. Okay? You're done with it. Then you go into the divine drunkenness. Say yes to your higher calling. Okay? Go forward. Go forward. So I would say that's a pretty good explanation of what happens if you do the meditations. Okay? Where it can take one. So I'm going to leave that meditation one in the in the description. We'll leave it in the description so that you can listen, follow along with that meditation time if you'd like. Okay. This is not a have to. This is an if you would like that. Okay. Oh, mercy. Is that, what did that come off of? Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, if I go and close my eyes and go inward for any second of time, I'm like, boom, you know. I'm like, oh, hello. Come out of it like. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here now. Mr. Max, you know what time it is? It's Betty by the Nighty-Night time. It's time for Betty by the Nighty-Night. Yeah, over there, you know, that's your Betty by the Nighty-Night place. Yeah. Say nighty-night. Say nighty-night. Give me a kiss nighty-night. Thank you. It's a good boy. Say, I'm basically a good boy, but I like to bark. If I see anybody out, I want to tell them I'm large and in charge. Yeah. I'm the great protector. I'm warning you. Stay out of my way. Don't bother the mama. He thinks he's tough. Okay? He thinks he's tough. Do you try to put on a face of tough? Yeah. Yeah, he tries to act tough. Isn't that right, Mr. Max? Yeah. So he's going to go Betty by the Nighty-Night now. He ate all his food. To eat your food? Yes, you ate it all. Good boy. Yeah, he doesn't eat until evening. We go out walking about 7:30, and it's so beautiful at that time. You know, the smaller mountains, it's not over my big mountains here. Although the big mountains were lovely tonight. They had these big clouds over the top of them. But down the other way, you have the smaller mountain, and you see the beautiful oranges and purples and pinks, and, you know, just lovely as the sun is setting. So that's the favorite time, sunset. By then, you know, you got a little bit of that breeze coming. You know, you don't have the heat of the day anymore. So it's, my favorite time is to go out about 7:30 or so. And we just have a walk and we sit on the bench for just a few minutes. Yeah. Then we come back and he has his food. He doesn't usually eat during the day. He waits till evening time and has his meal. Isn't that right, Mr. Max? Anyway, I'm going to close this down and maybe make some dinner of some sort and variety. I think I'm going to try that meatless meat. Meatless meat. I have one that's supposed to be like Mexican, you know, flavored Mexican, you know, faux meat. So I think I'll try that with a corn tortilla and a little cheese on it. I forgot to get tomatoes and stuff. I do have Savoy cabbage. I could try it with really, maybe a little of the cabbage on it. It would be okay. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Thanks for tuning in. Much love and light to everyone. Please be safe and well out there.